Hi friend, today we're doing some strengthening work for your butt, your legs, and your feet. We are going to transition to the floor and do a little bit of work with our body weight on our hands. So if that sounds good to you, let's get started. All right, let's begin with a warm-up. Stand with your feet about hips distance, toes pointed forward. Reach your arms up into the sky. Lift your chest. Hands touch, and we're going to do a swan dive, reaching those arms nice and wide, bending your knees and dropping your spine down over your legs. Nice strong legs here, slightly bent. Head hanging. We're going to roll on up, bend your knees, press your feet into the floor, and slowly come all the way up. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift your arms, lift your chest into the sky. Exhale, swan dive, and slowly fold over. I like to give a nice bend in my legs, especially to protect my back, especially if it's in the morning and I'm still loosening up. We're gonna roll on up with nice heavy head, heavy arms, strong legs. That's our theme today, strong legs. Inhale again. Arms reach up. Try not to push your hips forward too far. Keep your bottom behind you. Swan dive one more time. And just fold over. See if you can let that tension go off the back of your head. Your hands can be on your shins or on the floor, wherever they might reach. As you roll up, you know what feels good sometimes? A little extra support. You can always walk your hands up your legs for a little extra help. I'm going to stand up nice and tall. And our first exercise is going to be up at the wall. This is not about balance. This is about getting stronger. So I am going to have two hands either on the wall or maybe on a piece of furniture so that I feel nice and steady. I'm standing up nice and tall. I'm not leaning against the wall. And I'm going to bring both heels up and both heels down. I'm going to take a peek down for a second to make sure that my toes are pointed forward, to make sure that when I lift up, my ankle bones aren't poking out to the sides. We want to think of bringing our heels straight up and straight down. We're going to do this about 10 times. I'm on number 5. It goes about this pace. Up and down and up and down. And we're strengthening our feet, our ankles, our calves. You might even start to feel this into your bottom. I'm going to do about 3 more. Down and up and down. I'm not in a rush. Up and down. And there we go. Take a little stretch. Press one foot back, pressing your heel into the floor to get a little calf stretch. Do the other one because next we're going to do singles, a single leg. Now, if that first one is really tough for you, stick to 2 feet on the floor. But if you're ready to up the ante a little bit, stand up nice and tall. Hands there for balance on the wall or on the furniture. Going to do a little flamingo by kicking one leg up. And I'm going to go up and down. And you do not have to get into a stiletto high heel here. It's just a little bit up and a little bit down. And I can feel this work all the way up my leg into my hip. I'm going to do about 2 more. I'm just going to do, I don't know, about 8 today. But you go at your pace. And down and up and down. Other foot. Toes pointed straight ahead. Spine nice and tall. Up and down and up and down. Now, especially if you've had maybe some kind of injury or something going on with your foot or your ankle, you might stick to doing both feet, heels going up like we did in the first set. That's totally fine. I've got about 2 more on this side until you get stronger and you feel like, all right, I'm going to do my singles now, just with that single leg. Okay, I finished that side. I'm going to step that foot back and press my heel down to get a little stretch in my calf. After that nice work, I'm going to do the other leg. My front leg is bent and I'm reaching that back heel back to get a little bit of a stretch. Very nice. We are going to transition to the floor into a table position. Feel free to put a blanket down to pad your knees. Spread your fingers, please, nice and wide. And you want your hands under your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips, your belly nice and strong, no slumping bellies. I'm pulling in and up, and my shoulders are away from my ears. I'm going to start with the right leg extending back. My toes are on the floor, and I'm going to squeeze my butt and just lift my foot. My foot is flexed, and I've got a nice long leg. I'm squeezing my butt cheek, lowering that foot, lifting that foot, lowering that foot. It is not just your glute that's going to be working here. You're going to feel your hamstrings working. Try not to lean over to the left. You're going to use a lot of core here to make sure you do that. And I'm really trying to use my butt as the primary mover of this one. I'm going to go about 3 more. Breathing in and out. I'm getting warm right away. How do you feel? How is that going? Don't lift too high or else you know what's going to happen. You're just going to arch your back. And then it's targeting your back more than your butt. Let's switch to the other side. Keep pressing down. You know what's the bonus? Your arms get a workout here just by holding you. Left leg goes out and down. I hit the furniture. I'm going to move up a little bit. Squeezing that left butt cheek. This side is a little harder for me. Do you find that's the case? One side feels a little bit tougher than the other. That's normal. I'm keeping my chest nice and open. I'm trying to keep my pelvis level and my belly tight. I'm going to do about 2 more. And last one, I'm going to challenge your arms and put you into a downward dog to stretch that one out. Let your head hang. Press your hips back. It's going to stretch those muscles that you were just toning and strengthening. Don't worry, we're getting off the arms now. Come on down, and we're going to lie onto your side. Coming all the way down. I love doing exercises on the floor. Lying down on your side. I want you to have a nice tall spine, so none of this kind of hanging out. Here, I've got my head on my arm, and I've got a long spine from head all the way down to my tail. So that means my bottom leg is going to bend just a little bit. My top leg goes out straight. I'm pressing my heel. Let's make sure I'm not going to hit the furniture. It looks okay. And waistline strong. Ready? I'm going to do a side lift. We're going to do about 10 of these. I am lifting my leg just a little bit. I am not turning out like a ballet dancer. No turn out on that leg. I'm going straight up and straight down. And let me tell you a little secret. This is a full body exercise. The movement is being created with the side butt here. Make sure that your leg is just the slightest bit behind you. Like when I look down, I can just barely see my toes. My leg is not in front of my body as I lift it. It's behind me. It is a full body exercise because I'm using my arms to push against the floor. My bottom leg is pushing against the floor. And my top leg is doing the movement all the while. My core is engaged so that my back stays in the same shape. I'm going to take a little rest by just letting this leg drop in front of the other one, giving my side butt a little love here after that nice burn. And now I'm going to stack one leg on top of the other. You might know these clamshells. My knees are not straight in front of my chest. They're farther away, farther down the line there. Feet are glued together. I'm going to put my hand on my hip for awareness. I'm going to open my knees and close my knees. That's it. Open and close the clam. I'm opening slowly. If you go too fast, it's more likely that you're going to use muscles that are not designed to really be the primary mover here. Again, we're working the side butt. It's going to help you with stability, with strength, with balance. It's going to help your hips, your knees. It's going to make all the other things you do much better. I'm going for 3 and 2. And is your belly strong? I bet it is. And 1. Good. Take that little stretch again for a moment. Woo, letting your leg go in front. And we are going to switch sides. Take your time. Now, if it hurts to lie on your side, you might put an extra cushion or a blanket on the floor underneath your hip or wherever it hurts. I always take a moment just to get into that good position. Long from head to tail. I'm not curling in, I'm not leaning forward. Bottom leg slightly bent just for balance. And this hand here can also be in front of you for balance. I'm going to straighten out that top leg, push my bottom leg against the ground, and here we go up and down. The first few, I'm going to just keep my hand on my hip here because I want to feel that the leg is moving, but not up here, not here in the back. You are going to be using muscles there, that's for sure. They're going to help stabilize your hips, but we are trying to get that side butt nice and strong. All this strengthening we're doing today is good for balance and all your sports really, and just everyday life, anything you do. It's gardening, playing with the kids and grandkids. For me, it's like running around with my dog. He's a little guy, so I got to squat down a lot to get to him. So this helps. There's my last one. I take just like a 3-second rest. You know what? If you didn't make it all the way through that exercise, I bet next time it'll get easier and easier, okay? So keep it up. Build strength incrementally. I've got one leg on top of the other. This side is much harder for me. You might notice one side, again, is a little tougher than the other. Don't worry about how big your opening is. I want you to feel that squeeze of the side bottom. Even down, you might feel it kind of down the line of the thigh. I'm just going to do about 3 and 2 and 1 more. You're doing really good. Stick with me. You're doing so good. This is going to feel so good again later in all the other things you do. Go ahead and flip over onto your back. Did I mention I love exercising on my back? Oh, I love it. Grab that right knee in towards your chest and grab behind your knee and stretch your leg up towards the sky. Get a hamstring stretch. It doesn't have to straighten in order to do that, but we are going to do some bridges, so we want to stretch these hamstrings a little bit before we get into that. I'm pushing my leg against my hands, and I'm going to take a deep breath. Okay, let's get to the other side. Again, just warming up to do some bridges. We're going to do a little more work on your glutes. This time on your glute max. We already worked on the small and medium glute muscles. Now we're working on the big one, the one that you see. The one that is most visible from your backside. Okay, feet on the floor about hips distance. Toes pointed forward, arms along your sides. I'm going to tuck my tail under, pull my belly in, and press into my feet and lift my hips up. I'm going to come halfway down and squeeze and lift back up. You're pressing into your heels. And if you get an instant cramp in the back of your legs, I recommend moving your feet forward or wider, maybe just a little bit. Or maybe just try not to squeeze too tight and hard in those glutes and hamstrings. I'm going up and squeeze. Is my butt actually working? You can touch it. Give it a little touch. That actually will wake up your muscles by those nerves feeling, oh, she's there. She's trying to wake me up, because some of us have a little trouble getting those glutes to engage. So give yourself time. We're not moving too fast. There's my last one. And we're going to take a pause before we get onto a tougher exercise on your back here. I want you to grab behind your knees. Happy baby works too if your feet are in the sky, if that's comfortable. For me, this is enough. Just holding behind my knees, rocking side to side. This one is, I think, always and forever one of the hardest exercises. It is a single leg bridge. You are going to bring your feet a little closer towards each other so you can balance. Arms are along your sides. Yes, you should be using your arms as well. I'm going to stick my left leg up. Take a deep breath in. We're only going to do 3. Ready? Push into that right leg. Push your arms against the floor. Lift. Squeezing that right butt cheek. Lower. Squeeze and lift as you breathe out. Lower. Squeeze and lift. Good. Slowly come back down. Put your left leg down, right leg up. when you do this video again a second time, you might get 6 of those in, okay? So you might be incrementally, ready? You might be incrementally strengthening so that when you do this video again, 2, and you got it, 3, you might be able to fit in a few more, right? I'm just gonna do 3 on each side because I'm trying to get some quick therapy and strengthening for my body. Rock a little bit side to side. We're gonna finish with that same hamstring stretch again. Take a nice deep breath and then come into a figure 4, cross ankle over thigh. Bring your legs towards you. One deep belly breath there. Put your feet back to the floor. Stretch your left leg up to the sky. Take a deep breath and another figure 4, bringing those legs in towards you, using your hands to help, getting that little stretch in those butt muscles that you worked so well today. Good. Release that out. Take one last breath and let it go.